My name is Lineo Tsikoane. I'm a human rights lawyer. I'm Center Director for CNUD Legal Center. I run a public interest law firm. I take free cases for communities. I've been a proponent for human rights for 14 years. Lesotho is going through the growing pains of any democracy in Africa right now, whereby we started off as a colony, initially as a protectorate, and then as a colony of England. And we got into this era where post-1998 we have a constitution that does not really respond much to people's needs. But then that had to come into place because we had a history of coup d'etats. So there's a lot of space for young people to impact the discourse in democracy, for young people to impact the discourse in governments. I just think there needs to be a structure for participation to be more institutionalized, to be more structural, and for young people to take active roles in saying, I can, and this is what I want to do, and this is how I want to do it. We have big dam developments that are happening because Lesotho supplies South Africa with water, which accounts for almost a third of Lesotho's revenue. And these communities are, I'd say, marginalized to an extent in the development process, in how the negotiation goes, in how much leverage they have with the land that they have to vacate to provide development. So it's striking a balance between progress in development and a community that wants to self-assert. I think I was introduced to the tricks of the trade, to how to meaningfully negotiate, to how to negotiate tactfully, and to know when to act and how to act. For me, that has been the biggest takeaway, and it's something that I would have never known. And I think, but for this program, it's something that my classroom failed to deliver. It's something that in practice I failed to see come out into play. So definitely that's my biggest takeaway, and that's something that I'm going to put into place immediately. I was aware that young people in Africa are doing great things, but I wasn't aware that it's at this level. So right now, when I'm thinking about how to incorporate young people, I think of Pearl Pillay in South Africa, I think of the youth tank, I think of Rick in South Sudan, and I think of amazing ideas in a time of conflict. I think of Tlaisani in my neighbor in Limpopo, and then I think, how do we incorporate and take back into ourselves culture and normative rules? We are the ones we have been waiting for. There's this notion that we look up to Thomas Sankara, Nyerere, many gone African leaders, but there's no movement to actively find leaders within ourselves. So I'm saying the time is now, and the ones that we have been waiting for have arrived. So this is our time.